There's nothing more important that any society does than to nurture its children. There are many fine organizations in this state, this nation, which have nurturing children as their target. I know of none that have done a more effective job than AMIKids.
We helped over 100,000 kids transform their lives. We're heading towards a half a century of serving our communities. We have 50 programs around the country. We are AMIKids, and this is our story.
The history of AMI, which first became a program for young children at risk, started in 1969 when I first became a juvenile court judge and quickly recognized that the state and government agencies offered little in the way of interventions that actually changed the behavior of children that were violating laws or upsetting the community. For the first time in their lives, these boys felt comfortable and not afraid, and they had a feeling that somebody thought they had some self-worth. And what they found was that somehow, someplace, for the first time in their lives, they thought, I have a future. And if I change my behavior, that future is available to me.
To help a kid who's making one bad life choice after another transform into a kid who's on a path for being a responsible, productive member of their community requires us to help them grow personally. And that's why we call what we do the AMIKids Personal Growth Model. The foundation of what we do is develop an atmosphere of family with love and discipline provided by staff who are amazingly talented and dedicated. These kids know that we care about them and have high expectations for what they can become. We give them hope, a future. We work on their strengths and help them build on them by helping them develop specific goals and action steps on areas like social skills, mental health, education, and career development. Our staff become sisters and brothers and help them achieve their goals, achieving things in academics that they never thought were possible.
These kids, we don't believe in locking them up. Not at AMIKids. They do punishments, but they're constructive punishments. The construction is based on environmental activities. You start out working in the seas, and they spread to the lands and the environmentally sensitive lands. And in the process of working on the environment, they learn not only what they should be learning in school, but they come to care about themselves and others. In my court and in courts around the country, all have felt just blessed when AMIKids programs come to their communities.
AMIKids has a community-based structure with the backing of a national organization. Each of our programs has a local board of trustees, and that local board of trustees is made up of volunteers who are engaged with the community. They make sure that our programs are relevant to the community and helpful to the community in the things that we do to help kids transform their lives. We think that is a real strength of our program, and the kids really benefit from it.
While economics is not the primary objective of the AMIKid program, it is saving children. The economics are very impressive. As contrasted to a typical juvenile facility, the cost per month of a child in AMI is less than half. In terms of what happens to children, with the AMI program, almost 80% of the children have no further negative behavior that results in a contact with a law enforcement agency.
Either you can send the kid to a program that's going to help them be productive members of their community, or you're going to send them to an institution where you're probably going to be paying for that kid for the rest of his life in and out of corrections. It's the right thing to do for kids, and it's the right thing to do for the funding for the state. The core of the success of AMIKids is that we treat kids like our own family members, and that really is a critical part of our core values. We treat staff members like family members, board members like family members, stakeholders like family members, and everybody treats the kids like family members. It's a philosophy that runs throughout the organization.
I had the same experiences as these boys, and I knew that the staff at this institute and these people on this board were doing the right thing, and we were going to contribute to society by these kids becoming something.